Does anyone even care anymore? Is the world so callous that they can't even see, feel, or think? Are Western leaders so power-drunk that they've taken to virtually shooting fish in a barrel for fun and profit? Looks that way to me. US drone terror bombing of Somalia combined with US-instigated invasion by Somalia's neighbors like Kenya and Ethiopia create more death and destruction than the famine. 79 more people have been killed in the US assassination drone attacks in southern Somalia, bringing the death toll to 146 over the past 2 days, Press TV reported. The US military launched terror drone attacks on Bilis Kulkarni town, which is located 440 kilometers southwest of the Somali capital Mogadishu on Friday. At least 79 people were killed and several others were injured in the strikes. Press TV. What if this was your daughter? These drone forays are unauthorized, completely uncalled for, totally unprovoked, and wickedly murderous. Innocent civilian Palestinian children playing in their yards are massacred by Israeli joystick cowards in sanitized hidden military bases in Tel Aviv. Pakistani teens are blown up on their way to school by idiot commuting American boneheads playing war games in a sheltered base in Nevada. Unsuspecting Africans are mowed down indiscriminately by futuristic robotic death machines managed by moronic military computer geeks looking for a thrill or a promotion. This is sick, and there isn't nearly enough outrage about it. How can the US make these forays into Pakistan, Somalia, Yemen, and now Turkey, and who knows where else, murdering anonymous, guilty by being in line of sight humans by remote control? Is the world so bullied into accept it or face the consequences, or have the horrific realities of mechanized war become so distanced from the Western psyche that they simply can no longer feel? A drone's view, what will it think of your activities? Worse yet, does this signal a grand silent imprimatur by the predominance of the world's populace that this war on terror has been granted some kind of Orwellian preemptive combat authorization? Smells that way to me. 911 patriotism has mutated into bloodlust. Sick, sick world. I am ashamed of the lack of public outcry at these sanitized random murders. Maybe it's the fluoride and chemtrails having their desired effect, I don't know. But there's still no excuse. Anyone with an iota of consciousness should be outraged at what's going on. Americans better wake up. This doesn't go unnoticed and unaccounted for in the universal grand scheme of things. What goes around comes around. Big time. Americans will certainly reap what they've allowed and even insanely encouraged their country to sow. It ain't gonna be pretty.
Greetings, citizens of the United States and the world. In an age of constant video surveillance, we must remain ever vigilant to ensure our rights to privacy. As drones are becoming more and more commonplace, it is essential that we educate and prepare ourselves. Some time ago we released a video on countering surveillance. These, however, are ineffective against drones, so we've compiled a new list of ways that you can protect yourself from aerial surveillance without the use of projectiles. Since drones are controlled from afar, they rely on radio control frequencies for operation, and as you may have guessed, an RF jammer would block the communications to it. Likewise, you can also use GPS jammers or spoofers to block their navigation. Another method is through a high-energy radio frequency weapon. These function similarly to an EMP and can easily be made from the components of a single microwave. However, doing so is highly dangerous. While all of these devices can be purchased or built at home relatively cheap, it is illegal to own or operate them. Surely there are better solutions to avoid the eyes in the sky. An artist, Adam Harvey, recently released a series of clothing called stealth wear that conceals your body temperature from the infrared cameras of drones. It also features X-ray protection and a special pocket for disabling your phone's signal. While this ingenious clothing is a must-have, it is rather expensive and unlikely to be widely available. But with some thermally reflective cloth, it's entirely possible to make your own. While the government may be hell-bent on watching us at every moment of every day, we are not helpless. There are always ways of fighting back. Let's remind them that 1984 was not an instruction manual. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.